Hi everyone, welcome back. I have some newness for you guys today. I got a bunch of new E.L.F. makeup. We have the new lip liners, which is really exciting. These are only $2 each.
Wow.
Also have the new lip oil. We're gonna see if it's actually a dupe for Dior lip oil or not. I also have this DuoChrome liquid eyeshadow. This is also new. And then there are some items that are fairly new but not brand new, such as this SPF 30 sunscreen. It's a glow product, and the Halo Glow Beauty Wand. You know, it's a lot of fun to try out new things, but sometimes it's hard to let go of the old. For example, I'm having a really hard time letting go of fall. As you guys can see, I still have the fall decor up. I feel pressure to decorate for the holidays, but I am not ready. If you are also not ready to let go of fall, make sure to check out my fall decor video. I have a lot of Amazon finds of really beautiful fall decor that just makes you feel so cozy and comfy. I have, though, finally today started to think about some holiday decor, and I'm trying to find ways to keep holidays feeling cozy. Sometimes I feel like the holiday decor makes you feel just really, really cold, and I don't like cold. So keeping with the theme of old and not letting go, I am applying some old goodies from E.L.F. too, such as the E.L.F. bronzer, and this is the E.L.F. Hydro Creamy Concealer. Is that what it's called? Hydrating Camo Concealer. Oh, and I also have some other fairly new products I didn't realize. I have the E.L.F. Lash and Roll and the E.L.F. Powder Foundation. I totally forgot about this. I also got the E.L.F. brush set. This is the holiday release and a lot of different brushes in here. A lot of stuff to put on my face, so let's get started. So I'm going to start off with the SPF primer. I love mixing it with foundation, but I also love wearing it by itself with a little bit of concealer for coverage. It just makes your skin have this beautiful sheen. I applied a little too much, but we're gonna try to make it work. You know what? I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer so you can get a better look of the products. All right, I think that is much better. I'm gonna apply this on half of my face so you can actually see the difference first, and then I'll apply it on my full face. So what have you guys been up to? I have been watching so much Netflix. Is it just me, or do you guys also watch a lot of Netflix? And if you do, please tell me some good shows down below in the comment section, because I am running out of ideas and I'm getting really bored. And if it's not Netflix, if you watch another service, then just tell me, because I'm desperate. Like, I'm so bored of everything that I've been watching lately. This weekend I was watching How to Get Away with Murder, and that show got me so annoyed. I just felt like it was way too stretched out. Like, for one murder, you do not even get to see what happened until season 2. Well, season 1 was 15 episodes, and then in season 2, I don't know how many episodes later, that's when you find out what actually happened. And that drives me crazy because I always need to know what happened. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there is this sort of subtle sheen glow to this side of the face. I love it. And the fact that this is affordable makes me so happy. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on the other side as well. This is actually working out. It's absorbing really nicely into the skin. I also got a breakout. I used this face mask and I feel like it broke me out. So yeah, please give me some recommendations down below of shows to watch on Netflix. I like a lot of drama, and I like a lot of like mystery, crime, kind of psychological thriller type of shows, which is why I started watching How to Get Away with Murder. It didn't like suck me in. I'm loving it, and also has a little bit of tack to it, so I think this will help stick the foundation onto my face. And I'm using a powder foundation, so we'll see how the powder foundation works on top of this primer. But I love mixing this with any matte foundation. I had this Lancome matte foundation and it was just too matte. Sometimes matte foundations make me look older and that's not what I need at this age. But when I mix this with the matte foundation, it made it a little bit more thinner, I guess, and so it didn't like cling onto my lines. You don't want to look oily, you know, like you want to look glam, a little bit glowy. So this is what this product helps you achieve, the glow without overly oily looking skin. I'm actually gonna go ahead with the E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer first. This thing is finished. It's literally like 2% in here, but I'm gonna try to squeeze it out because I'm trying to make, oh wait, hold on. I have this putty color correcting eye brightener. I forgot about this. I have this shade light medium. It looks like your basic concealer, like the NARS one. Who else has one? Rem Beauty. But let's see. Yeah, it is a bit dark. Ideally, I like concealers to be lighter than my skin because I have very dark circles. I'm gonna tap it in with my finger. I'm gonna not use concealer right now. I'm gonna leave it with this one and see how it works out while I apply the makeup. Oh, you know what I didn't get? I don't have a powder from E.L.F. But I love their powder. I used it years ago and I thought their powder was so beautiful. It's not brightening up my eye, but it is giving me decent coverage and I haven't even used it a whole lot. Yeah, use a little bit more. What I'm gonna do, I know this is a little weird, but I am going to use the concealer on one eye. Hopefully I don't end up looking too weird. Use it over the brightener. You know what? I'm actually gonna take the powder foundation and try to use that to set the concealer, which is probably not a good idea. I mean, can you guys see the difference between this and this? Like this eye, I feel like is brighter. Like I need that under eye brightness. So this shade is just, the light slash medium shade is a little too dark for me. But it's great if I wanted to do like a natural look, like a no makeup type of look. I'm gonna apply a little bit more. Another show I watched last week is Partner Track, which I was really interested in watching just because the main character is Asian, and me being a South Asian, I just really like watching shows with Asians in it. It doesn't really matter if you're South Asian, East Asian, like as long as you're Asian, like, you know, I can relate to you as an immigrant. It's not like super buildable. All right, I'm gonna apply my regular concealer on the lid. This is kind of like an eyeshadow base. Now I'm going to use this foundation buffing brush from the holiday collection, and I'm going to use this to apply the powder foundation. I mean, it's definitely giving me coverage, but I would say it's like light slash medium coverage, like a little bit less than medium. I think you might be able to build this up to medium coverage. It's not emphasizing my pores on my cheeks though, which is interesting. Very interesting. So on my forehead, it kind of like settled into or sunk into the pores, but on my cheeks, it seems to look okay, which is so weird. All right, so here's the final difference. No foundation, yes foundation. All right, so I'm gonna finish up this side. So I also watched the show Partner Track, and I thought the concept itself was interesting, but at times I felt like the main character's acting was not that good. It felt like so awkward at times. Like, you know when you're watching a show and you can kind of tell that they're acting? Like, but at other times her acting was fine. At times I found the show to be boring, but at other times it was entertaining. So I just kind of have like mixed feelings about it. I would say overall it was okay to watch, but it's not like the most amazing show I've ever watched on Netflix. It had potential. It could have created more tension between the main character and her love interest. They tried, but I don't think it was very successful. It is based on a book, so the book is probably better. This is the shade Light 210. Too red and a little bit darker. And I know you guys probably can't tell because I have various different skin tones on my face and neck. So my forehead is pretty dark, my neck is pretty dark, but my cheeks are light, and then the rest of my body is really light. So when I compare this with the rest of my body, it just looks way too red and a little too dark. I like the finish. It looks smoothing, even though it's settled into the pores on my forehead, but from a good distance where you would normally see other people, like I feel like the finish looks really nice and smooth. And maybe that's because of the primer, because I also feel like I have a little bit of sheen on my skin, so I think that's a pretty good combination. I am gonna go ahead and apply a little bit more concealer on this side. Before I try the eyeshadow, I do want to put a little bit of bronzer in the crease of my eye. I think this is like 3 years old. I also watched this show called Fake Profile. It was in Spanish. I really want to learn more Spanish, so I do try to watch like a show or a Spanish movie here and there. It was entertaining. It has some really steamy scenes, and they were done pretty well. Like the scenes were not like cringy, like they did a good job. So the basic story is that the woman falls in love with the man is perfect, and then she finds out he's married and has kids. This is looking really pretty. DuoChrome liquid eyeshadow. I mean, E.L.F has always had good liquid eyeshadow, so I guess what's different about these new ones is that they're supposed to be DuoChrome. It's stunning. Wow. Now I want more. I think they have a couple more shades. I'm not seeing the DuoChrome part too much in the silver one. It's just like a slight variation. It's so pretty. Actually using this shade, Brave. Holiday brush set that I got, it's pretty good. I have no issues with it except for one brush which fell apart. It was a small eye brush. It's not a brush that I would have normally used much anyways, but one brush did fall apart. I am really loving the glittery eyes with the glowy sheen skin. Let's see if we can bring it into the lower lash line. I'm being a little risky here because I feel like the look looks great and I might mess it up. I just can't resist. This mascara I feel like is a really good companion mascara. On its own, I feel like it doesn't give you enough thicker lashes, but it does help bring them up and curl them. Like, it's just not thickening my lashes. bristles are kind of hard. They're plasticky, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just letting you guys know in case you have a thing against plasticky, harder bristles. I also watched a bunch of Christmas themed movies. I love like Christmas romantic comedies. There's just something so cute about them. I saw A Cinderella Story, A Christmas Wish. It was so cute. I watched it with my older daughter. She's 13. It's a really good movie to watch with your teenage girl. I will literally watch any remake of Cinderella. Something about the story of Cinderella just really intrigues me. I am trying to thicken my lashes by going in many times, and it does work to some extent. But like, I don't want to have to work so hard with my mascara. My favorite mascara at this time is the Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara. Quick, you can either go regular everyday, or you can make it really like, make your lashes look really thick and dramatic. All right, so here are the eyes. They are a little bit messy because of the mascara, but I'll clean that up later after the mascara dries out. Try out this halo wand. These went viral and I'm like so curious to use this. It's the shade Blush. Maybe 3 or 4. Okay, it's not like super crazy pigmented, so you can definitely apply more. And the brush that I'm using is actually a powder brush from the holiday collection. Okay. I have not tried out the Charlotte Tilbury ones, so I wouldn't be able to compare it to those, but they seem to be okay. I don't have any issues. Seems to have blended nicely with my powder foundation. Yeah, I did not have any issues. Sometimes when you apply liquid over something powdery, you can have issues, but I did not have any issues. Apply the bronzer a little bit. The E.L.F. bronzer is so good. I feel like a lot of drugstore bronzers are good. The E.L.F. bronzer is good. The Milani bronzer is good. I'm loving the glow. The base is glowy. The blush is glowy. The eyes are glowy. Let's move on to the lips. I have 2 lip oils. So let's try this one first and then we'll try that one. The problem with various E.L.F. products. So the lip liner does not have the name of the shade on it. Like, I took it out of the packaging so I know what the shade name is, but it doesn't have it on the lip liner itself. I'm gonna keep the packaging with it. Maybe I'll create a label later. So I'm gonna go with the Spill the Tea. Very easy to apply. This shade is kind of chocolatey, but it's as if there's a little bit of mustard in it. It's not a pure medium brown chocolate shade. It's actually a little bit lighter than medium and a little bit mustard. I'm gonna put it back in here. Oh my God, so annoying. Maybe I need reading glasses. I am turning 40 in January. I think it says jam session. This is what the applicator looks like. Does it go with the lip liner? I don't know. It definitely has the thick Dior lip glow feeling, but I feel like the Dior lip glow is even thicker. So it's not as thick, but it is thick, but it's not as thick as the Dior lip glow. And this one is not super minty. The first time when I tried these, I was like, oh my God, it's too minty. I don't like the smell, but it might be growing on me. I really like the formula. It's not sticky, but it's nice and thick. I came even closer so you guys can get a better look at the lippy. And even like you can see my complexion, it is so glowy. I'm loving it. But I'm going to take this off because I want to try out the other lip glow. And am I calling it lip glow? Why am I calling it lip glow? Glow Reviver Lip Oil. I do want to try out the other shade, and I also want to try out a different lip liner shade. So as you guys saw, I kind of smudged out the lip liner a little bit. When the lip liner is super dark, I do like to smudge it around the edges of the lip and then go back on it to create a defined edge again. This is the shade Rose Envy. I feel like the lip liner is a little bit too much of a contrast with the shade. I feel like it's a little too dark. What do you guys think? I'm loving this look so much, you guys. I do want to get more of the DuoChrome eyeshadow. So far, my favorite product is the eyeshadow. But the lip oil is good too. The lip liner is good. The blush one is good. Like everything on my face just came out looking really good. Other than I would say the mascara is not my favorite on its own, but as a companion, I think the mascara is great for like lifting your lashes and curling them. But let me show you all the shades of the lip liner so you have some good comparisons. First, I'm gonna go in with Spill the Tea. That's the first one that I applied, which I was saying is like chocolatey brown, but with a little bit of mustard in it. And then we have Red Receipt, which just says it's a true red, but I feel like it's a little bit more coral. Next one we have is Mauve Aside. It doesn't look too mauvey, I would say. Like when I think of mauve, I think more purpley. It's not that purple. Then we have the shade Dark Cocoa. I have to tell you guys, these are super creamy. The names are really interesting. Next one is called Plum and Get It. Ooh, I love me a plum lippy. Then we have Baddest Beige. It looks very similar to the mauve one. Next one is called Truth or Bear. Ooh, this is a really nice neutral pink. The last one is called Pinky Swear. Oh, love it. Ooh, this is just a really nice pink. I thought the Truth or Bear was neutral pink, but like even the Pinky Swear is not like super pink. It's pretty neutral as well. So here are the shades. I feel like it's a pretty good range. You have browns, you have this very bright red, you have a plum one, and you have some pink neutral ones. All right, I am loving all the products I used today. I think the complexion looks good. These were some really nice glowy products. So that is perfect for the upcoming holiday season. If you guys want to see more e.l.f. stuff on this channel, let me know, because I used to be into e.l.f. so much a couple of years ago, but slowly I kind of lost interest. But having tried all of these new products are making me more curious about e.l.f. because these are turned out to be great. I mean, $2 for the lip liners when they're so good is amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.